Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. This is Scott, and today is about the Pick-a-Brick wall. So you might have noticed these containers from other folks, especially builders and others. And this is the small version of the Pick-a-Brick cup, and I really like it. One of the reasons I like it, so I'll shift over here, is that I have a section on my table here. Let me set that down. Try to hold it, and maybe not to go steady, but two of them fit exactly underneath. So I have room for at least three more to make like a full pick-a-brick wall. The big thing, and now some of them are starting to get more, a little bit fill out than others, so I may have to move them to another drawer or offload some certain colors potentially. But there's a couple like cheese wedges right now are starting to get kind of full. Others, like I just started one because of the the dot series. So now I have like a pie slice tile, the tiles in here. So it's really nice for smaller parts, and it's quick, easy access, so I don't have to go to any of my drawers or any of my bins. So let's take a quick look at what we got here. The nice thing is originally it was taped. So taking off the top here, we got a pretty good, I always like to put on top some of the bigger pieces. And so I stuck a bunch of them together. So I got a good amount of these smaller plates. Small, mid-sized. Let's see, they're 6x4s. These are really good for building. And this is kind of like a Star Wars type color, so I figured it was either that or I was gonna go tan or even white. I was thinking about it, but I ended up going the dark gray. So I've got about, so that's 5, 6, 9 of those. So that's not bad. So it's a dollar or two worth right out of the gate of those plates. That is definitely a nice get. So let me we'll do some sorting here. Kind of dump out the top. I couldn't help myself. They have a lot of these snot bricks, so those are really useful, especially for walls, and then being able to do alternative things, and even for really just for any kind of build. I've probably went a little hog wild on these slanted tan pieces. I've got kind of a thing at some point, so I'm saving up for the cantina, and so I really want to do like a Tatooine mock that's kind of built around the cantina set. And I'm not sure if I'll modify the existing cantina or just kind of build around it. I also liked these 2x kind of going with, and of course it's hard to pass up sand green, the most important piece of all. I also thought this was an odd color. I don't think I have a ton of it, so I thought that was good, and it's probably a better shot right there. So I got some 2x there. We'll separate those out. So unfortunately, once you get Pick-a-Brick, you've got to sort all this stuff out. So, and this one I tried to go with a lot of small pieces. When you get the bigger cup, the bigger pieces are okay. There we go. And I thought this was unique. It's not, purple, but I figure it's like a light purple. Yeah. See if we can get autofocus. There we go on that. It's a nice color. The other color I really liked that I was able to score. Well, first, you can never have enough of the reddish brown. That's also another Star Wars color. So I really did score a lot of 2x now that I think about it here. There's more of those coming. Yeah, I kind of overloaded on 2x. It was so hard not to. These are really good colors to get. Sand green, gunmetal gray. Oh, the other is they had the snot navy pieces. Let me see if you can get it. There we go. That's a better look right there. Those are really good too. It's also somewhat of a Star Wars vehicle piece. So I got a pretty decent amount of them. My snot bin is going to be a little bloated after this trip. I also did grab, these are hard not to grab, is some standard 1x snots. Go, get that out, move that over. So this is getting to be a pretty good part selection. I really liked getting all of these. That is quite the pile of them. I really should do like a piece count. Now these aren't the biggest pieces, although you know these are over here, but and this isn't exactly shabby. The other one I really like are these dark tan tile pieces. Those were nice to get. That was nice. I feel like to kind of finish off some of the mocks, if I was to do like, it's almost like the wet sand. I'm gonna need a few of these. Or for some of the buildings. Move those out. More sand green. Boy, I really did score in the 2x department. Alright, let's see here. Let me kind of pull out these. There we go. Still got a lot in here. Alright, here we go. Next wave. Tons of tan. I was like, man, I should just fill up my cup with a tan. Should do it. Get her done. Those 1x's are really, really useful too. I'm probably done with 2x's for a little while. The good news is that I have plenty of space still available in my my 2x bin. That one doesn't really have a bin, although after this haul I might. Oh, here, so this is another one that I did, and I have to be careful because I'm starting to run out of space. But I did get the great tan cheese wedge there. I was trying not to get too many of them. I have a tendency to kind of fill up the bottoms with those wedges. So I got to be careful. I'll run out of space in my cheese wedge bin. Oh, the other piece that was really cool that I figure will be good with is one of the things I do want to make some microfighters is that this is an interesting snot plate right there. So I got a few of those. There was a whole bin of those. The other piece that'll come up is that a lot of the gray curved pieces, I feel like you don't really ever have enough of those. So a lot of diversity in this one. I probably in the next Pick-a-Brick cups will probably not do something like this again unless there's a certain piece where I just feel like it's really something that I've had my eye on. I think Pick-a-Brick cup for the smaller pieces is darn amazing. Sometimes I have a hard time not jumping at the 2x1s standard. All right, here we go. All right, we're almost there. And then there's a lot of like wedges, and I think I got a bunch of circulars at the bottom too in this. Let's see. All right. Oh, the other piece, and I just wanted a few of these, is this curved circular piece. I already have a good amount of these, but I know I'm short a little bit, so I grabbed more, and I think those are gonna go really good again for those. It's a good Star Wars color, like a Republic type of color. So I'm really thinking that I'm gonna need that. Oh, and then from a cheese wedge perspective, I wish they would go to different, like the 2x tiles would be amazing, but they still have the translucent orange cheese wedges, which I love for lava. And also there's some other effects that are really good, but it's a great lava piece. So I'm starting to amass quite the collection. And I did also, they had some tan 1x's, so I think I got a few of those. It's probably a bunch lining the bottom here. So here we go. We got that. Alright, here. Tan wedges. Tan 1x's. More orange. And then I don't know why I grabbed some of these, but I got some of these pieces. I figure they could be pretty useful as well. I don't know where. This is kind of one where kind of going out on a limb there, if I'll use it. The one area I think, because eventually I'll do probably a Hoth scene, so those could become useful there. And it's nice to get a few that have the hole in the center, so that way you can put the pole pieces in them. Let's see here. A lot of small parts. I did get a pretty good amount of single. The thing about too, I've been talking about the value of dots and where they fall short, right? So aside from printed tiles, the dots series gives you anywhere from like 105 to I think 115 at the top end for the dot packs. They're somewhere in that range. And so if you remove the 10 printed tiles that you get, so let's just say that's just over 100 pieces, that's a $4 or $5 pack for just those 100 pieces. This was a $9 cup, so it's just under double the value, but I can guarantee you this is more than 100, 200 pieces. And even like getting some of these bigger pieces, is definitely a bigger overall value. So the dot packs, unless you're collecting the printed tiles, is kind of, from a price per piece perspective, is a little on the pricey side, especially for those are all small pieces. Now I will say you're probably not going to get any of those pieces on a Pick-a-Brick wall. They're very colorful, they're very different. I think that's probably what you're paying for, is a premium on that, those color styles that they're having to kind of like kick out. But you may do better buying those in bulk on like Bricklink. You know, if there's a certain color that you need or something along those lines. Sometimes it's why I wonder if I should really do Pick-a-Brick wall, unless there's a specific mock I'm working on. Sometimes I just can't help myself. I just love adding pieces to my collection just in case. But do you ever use them? Here's a whole nother grouping of gray. That's a ton. It's a ton right there. More circulars. More of my lava wedges. Those are beautiful. More of those. There we go. Okay. We're getting down to the last group. There we go. And the exciting part is I'm going to have another empty cup to add to my, I can kind of spread out my collection a little bit further. Some of my bins, when they get full, I need to figure out ways to kind of like bring in alternate storage methods. And it's part of my hashtag Keep Your Lego Collection Organized 2021. So far I'm doing a pretty good job. There's still some work to be done, and I'll have to show that on a room update later, because this video is already starting to get towards the long side. We're at 20 minutes. Thank you so much for hanging in there. And a lot of tan here. Boom. So there we go. Alright, we are on the home stretch. Yeah, absolutely. So I want to keep my collection as clean as possible. And almost there. And then I'll do a reveal. We'll do a shot. Let's see. Man, I really did get a lot of these 1-bys. I have a whole bin that those go into. I really should probably start separating out some of my 1-bys. If you have a lot of one color, it's easy to locate. But if you have, let's say, like 10 of one piece and you're searching through it to get it. So the key to mock building, and especially when you're just kind of having fun or rebuilding your sets, let's say after you've broken them down, is the faster you can get to your parts, the exact part, and you know exactly where it is, the better off you are. So there we go. Holy cow. I would say, boy, we really hit the 500 piece mark, maybe. I'd have to count that out. There we go. So this is a look. So this is a $9 Pick-a-Brick cup. We got the awesome translucent, the whites. Those are curved gray. A lot of tan. That was kind of the bulk. I lined the bottom with some of those circulars, and I also put the 1-bys to kind of to fill the gaps. And then I got a really nice grouping of dark tan, and then sand green. I don't know what color that is. It's like a teal. Then the reddish brown right there, that's a nice pile. Another pile of gunmetal gray. Some random, I don't think I have a ton of those. It's a little more on the Friends type coloring scheme, but hey, I'll find a use for those. And then I got some of those plates, which is great. Light tan cheese wedges. Those are some like navy blue snot pieces. Yeah, and added some more 4x snot pieces as well, and some singles as well. So, man, overall, oh, and then the reddish brown circulars, which are great. I've got a bunch in teal and then also the red. So, overall, fantastic haul. I'll have to make sure to get those in my bins. So actually right down here are where some of my bins are. Some will go in here, some will go in their respective places there. I also have my whole wall of bins there. So appreciate you hanging in there. If you've made it this far, definitely comment. Let me know if you've had good experiences with Pick-a-Brick, whether it's online or in store. It's a great way to build. I need to control myself and only do it when I really need certain parts, but sometimes there was just really good colors in the store and I can't help myself. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, like, really helps me out, and I will see you on the next video.